What up, what up? Anyone here yet? Is this thing on? Do. Wow, like nobody's here. There's someone. What's up, Stop Animal Cruelty? I didn't know if this thing was on. There we go. There's some people. What's up, Kim? Hey, little boo-boo. I just got done listening to I did Stop Animal Cruelty. Hey, Jane. I just got done listening to something. I'm blown away. Absolutely blown away. I can't believe that he just sat there and lied. Oh, shit. Hold up. Big news. They found Xavier's body. They recovered Xavier's body today. Yeah, they found Xavier's body. I just got the message, like, right now. I'm waiting. I can't. I'm on my cell phone. There's no way to drop a link. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have... I'm told a farm by Stewart, Iowa. I don't know anything else. So they found his body by Stewart, Iowa. Wow. Samantha Ricks. Samantha Ricks just told me. She doesn't have any other details. Can someone tell Kim, can you tell Marissa? Wow. Breaking news. That was like breaking. That just happened. Xavier Harrelson. He's been missing since a month after Molly Tibbetts. Same area. Wow. Quinny, she doesn't know anything yet. So for those of you guys that just got here, they found, Samantha just texted me, they found Xavier Harrelson. And he's not alive. They found his body in a farm near Stewart, Iowa. So sad. But I don't have any other news. Hey, Tracy. I mean, on that. That's all she has. Yeah, it is awful. "11 years old. Marissa's calling me. I'm live. Can someone let Marissa know I'm live? She's probably calling me to let me know. She wasn't doing streams anymore in a post? I don't know. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, Marissa just called. I can't believe it. So sad. Yeah, that was Marissa. She wants to know if he was alive. I said no. Horrible. Fly high, Xavier. I can't believe it. And I have my makeup on. I can't cry. This was not supposed to be a crying live. Fly high, Xavier. Two in 2 days, exactly. I agree with that, Jen. I'm going to get to him in a moment. Just saying a little moment of peace for Xavier. It's just so weird, though, that I'm in the exact same spot that I was when I found out Jacob died. And now I just found out they found Xavier. It's just weird. As you guys can tell, I have like full makeup on. I'm trying not to cry. I'm like, it's sad. I just can't believe I'm in like the exact same spot that I was. It's not okay to cry when you got full makeup on. I did everything I could, Glamorous Life, everything I could to find Xavier. I really did. Thank you. I have to go to a football game tonight. Fun. I'm not so skinny yet, but I did have fun going shopping today. I'm kind of in between sizes. Wonder if he was recently deceased or was he? I don't know that yet. She doesn't have any details. Hey, Ladybud. She doesn't have any details yet. I'm shocked. I really am. I'm shocked that he's gone. Not that I'm shocked he's gone. I mean, I knew he was gone from the beginning. Sad. That's why I don't like covering kids. I know, Samantha too. He's definitely not forgotten. Definitely not. He was from Iowa. I don't know, Quinny. I certainly hope so. But they found him on a farm. Any details she doesn't know yet. He was a beautiful kid. And I hope they find out who did it. I really do. I hope they find out who did it. No 11-year-old deserves that. I mean, nobody deserves that, but an 11-year-old boy certainly didn't do anything to deserve that. People are sick. It was in Stewart, Iowa. Yeah, Stewart's not far from where he was. And, you know, let me tell you something about Iowa. Iowa farm and Iowa land, it's not like other places. Like, I don't know, I shouldn't say that because I don't know about other places. But Iowa farmlands are so open that if you put somebody in the middle of a cornfield, nobody's going to find you. That's just how Iowa fields are. There have been times people go months without being found. Because a lot of times some people have like automatic lawnmowers and stuff for the corn. So it's not even a human body out there. You know, it's not like a human body out there mowing. And I mean, you put somebody in the middle of a cornfield when it's not corn season, nobody's out there. Nobody's taking care of it. So it would take a while for him to get found. I don't know, Quinny. I still think mom's involved. I hope they arrest her. All right. So let me talk about Chris and his bullshit. Let's move on for a moment. I'll come back to Xavier if I get more details in. But let's go to Chris and his bullshit for a minute. All right, let me say, I'm not a detective that was on the case. Chris was. I only know, but yes, right now I'm talking about the interview room. I know, right, Jen? So I wasn't a detective on the case where Chris was. So I can only go by arrest reports and, you know, the public information that's out there. Because again, I wasn't an officer involved. But there's certain things, and there's one specific thing that he said that pissed me the fuck off because he's wrong. There's public record that he's wrong, and he's a fucking liar. The reason why the kids, the 3 boys were, and I'll have to look into, he said about the knife. I'll have to look into that because I never heard that the kid said that he stole the knife. I never heard that before, and I don't remember ever reading that. So yes, he's lying about Michael CROWE in certain aspects. I don't know about all of it. That's why I'm prefacing this with, I wasn't a detective on the case. I don't have an insight on the case. All I have is the arrest reports and the public information, and I've looked into this case. So Chris had said, all right, let me back up. He had said that, you know, he had to toot his own horn, and he had to say, oh, if it wasn't for him, this kid wouldn't have been let out. Chris, they won a $7 million lawsuit against you. Yeah, he would have been let out. Stop trying to blame Escondo Police Department like you had no part of it as you sat there and tooted your own fucking horn. I couldn't even listen to him. I was getting nauseous. So I'll have to double check on that piece of it because I don't know for sure on that piece. If it's even public knowledge, I don't know. But here's what he fucking lied about. He does think these kids are guilty, and here's where he lied. And again, you can find this out from public records. I will find it when I get back home. This is not like a speculation or anything. One of the reasons that the kids were blamed, or people think it was the kids that did it, was because there was a dog that Chris discussed. But not only was there a dog, but they're saying that the dog, I'm sorry, not the dog, that, you know, there was no break-ins or anything. Nobody was in or out. And all the doors and windows were locked. That is a fucking lie. The, the kitchen door was open. The back door was open. I don't remember off the top of my head if the kitchen door that went to the garage was broken or they just left it open. I want to say they just left it open. So for Chris to say that there was no way in or out is a fucking blatant lie. I mean, blatant lie. And he sat there just now, well, not just now, 45 minutes ago, and said all the windows and doors were locked. So there's no way somebody could have got in. Chris, that is a lie, and you fucking know it. And if you don't know it, you need to go back to your public records. Like you said, it's all public records. Go to your public records and you will see that is a lie, because the kitchen door leading to the garage was open. They were all open. Thank you, Karma. They were open. So for him to paint this narrative and try to toot his own horn, saying that all the doors were locked and all the windows were locked and there was no way for someone to get in, that's a fucking lie. Now, let's go one step further. Then he proceeded to say he was talking about Richard Tootie something. Now, he's right. Richard is walking around today. And in a second trial, he was found not guilty. Now, dumbass over there, who likes to toot his own fucking horn, said that he believes Richard Tootie is innocent. Richard Tui had blood on him, and it was more than one little piece of it. This was also proven that there was more than one piece of it, and there was blood spatter in a couple of different spots on his clothes, not one little piece. Even I know this because this is public record. Besides, there's like documentaries, there's movies, there's everything. So what Slimeball over there didn't tell you also is that he copied a video from another live he did. Oh, is that what that was? I was wondering what that was. So on top of it, yeah, he got off on a technicality, exactly. But on top of it, Richard Tui, what he didn't say, when he was giving his explanation, was that Tootie, I'm just gonna call him Toot Toot. I don't want to fuck up his name, but Richard Tootie was walking around that neighborhood in every single house looking for somebody, this female who fit the description of this 12-year-old girl. It was I think she was dark hair, light-eyed. He was looking for her. He was knocking on everyone's door trying to find this girl. He was high on meth. He was high on whatever drugs he was on. Plus, he's a schizophrenic. And they don't know if he was on drugs or anything. So I'm sorry, they do know he was on drugs. He was on all sorts of methamphetamine, something else, and he's like paranoid schizophrenic or whatever. And he was in that neighborhood that night knocking on all these doors trying to find this female. And he tried going in people's houses. Stephanie resembled the girl he was looking for, except she was a much younger version. He tried walking in people's houses. Obviously, they were locked. Lo and behold, he also has blood on him. But the kids were sleeping. They were just sleeping in their own house. And Chris has convinced himself that the kids are guilty. Are you fucking kidding me? So, and he wants to say that Richard Tootie is innocent. Richard Tootie is most likely guilty of this crime. He got off on a technicality, and how he got into the house, whether the dog was barking or not, we don't know. And I mean, personally, if one of my kids was to stab each other, the dog would bark just as much. We don't know. They never tested the dog. We don't know if Richard gave the dog drugs or something, or Richard gave the dog something to calm him down. Maybe he gave the dog meth. Maybe he gave the dog a sedative. Who knows? He's a paranoid schizophrenic on fucking meth. Who knows what he's capable of? You know, it's not that hard to sedate a small dog. It's not like it was an attacked German Shepherd. So Chris is using the fact that the dog didn't lose his mind, which a dog would lose his mind. I know mine would, try to attack anybody that's hurting a kid in the house. So needless to say, their back door was open. He got in the house. The knife was never recovered. The knife that was used was never recovered. They never found the knife. They never found anything. And Richard Tootie got off on a technicality. And I just can't believe that Chris McDonough wants to sit there and lie and toot his own motherfucking horn about how wonderful he is and how he solves 75% and blah, blah, blah. And then he tries to say how he's not taking blame that he's not taking blame, and so on and so on and so on. Like, wow. Narcissist 101. And he just lied. And I just can't believe that he lied about the shit that he just sat there and fucking lied about. No, Chris, that's not what happened. You're so fucked up because you don't want to be wrong. No matter what, you never want to be wrong. So you will lie or do whatever it takes so you're not wrong. It's the biggest fucking narcissist I've seen in a while. Him and fucking John Weinstein should be buddies. Who based someone's guilt on the innocence of a dog? I agree. I've been walking 5 miles a day for a few months. Feels great, but the weight isn't going down. Trading fat for muscle. That's good, though. His followers buy it all up. Exactly. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. All right. Body was discovered. Let's get back to Xavier. Body was discovered north of Montezuma, waiting on identification. So I'm going back and forth here. I'm telling you, if he had his way, 3 innocent boys would be in prison. And he's trying to give some kind of story about, he's trying to give some kind of fucking story about it, and he's just a liar. He's an absolute liar. All right, his body was found a couple miles outside of Montezuma. Oh. Yes, if you're coming to my stream late, Xavier Harrelson was found, unfortunately, in a farm, in a field. He is deceased. He was found by a farmer harvesting corn. Word has it it's Xavier, but it's not fully confirmed. So word has it it's Xavier, but it's not 100% confirmed. Says, I know the mother was involved. I saw you. Just goes to show how corrupt police can be with the fact he keeps getting away with the lies. He had friends in LA protecting their own over the truth. So sad. We don't know. Hold on. Crazy. So sad. That's what I'm saying. You hide somebody in a cornfield in Iowa, Iowa cornfields are unlike other cornfields. They really are. They're different. It's horrible. So sad. Wonder how many on this some people he railroad. I agree. And just like this guy on Twitter. Chris, when are you going to come to the reality that Nomadic Trek is not fucking Brian? He's so narcissistic, he can't even admit when he's wrong. I have zero respect for someone like that. Admit when you're fucking wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm the first to admit it. I will sit there and say, I'm wrong, I fucked up, I apologize, and I'm sorry. If I get something wrong in a case, I'm the first one to say, I fucked up, I'm sorry. But him, he's so fucking narcissistic, he can't even admit when he's wrong. He just doubles down and triples down and doubles down. It's disgusting. Yeah, the guy is not Brian Laundrie. Nice try, Chris, but you're wrong. I know. Nomadic is obviously not Brian. I mean, call him. He's given an open invite. Exactly, Jen. And people believe him. I totally agree. Like, Brian's going to sit there and just have a conversation and go after him. Like, get the fuck out of here. He's so dumb. There's a guy on TikTok. Someone showed me yesterday who looks just like Brian. And his name is not Brian Laundrie, but he looks like him. He comes in like a wrecking ball, then bam, onto the next case. Too much it up. I'm just disgusted. Absolutely disgusted. And I cannot believe how many people believe his bullshit. I really can't. Pneumatic Trek called CM out and asked him to face off on the interview room. Oh, no shit. Good for him. How many followers does Nomadic Trek have now? Chris probably made him famous. Like I can't find exactly posting sunsets and quotes. Can't believe he's the I can't believe the money he brings in. I can't believe what he does. I just can't. Oh, on to the next case. More like to fuck it up. He had nearly 2,000. No shit, he had 640 when the first live I did about Chris calling him out. Good for him. He said he's just a dad who just posts. He's got a daughter near Gabby's age. So I see all you dog bounty people, he's got nothing. Nothing but BS. Sick, just like another creator that has been researching the Laundrie family during a live. They have nothing to do with what Brian did. It's awful. I'm telling you, I watched a movie today. I don't know if you guys saw it. I got to give a heads up to Popcorn Planet for recommending this movie. Oh my God, it was awesome. And it reminded me so much of Brian Laundrie and his parents. It's called Searching. Anybody see it? It's on Prime Video. I highly recommend it. If you have Amazon Prime, I highly recommend it. It is such a good fucking movie. Popcorn Planet's a movie review that's also covering this case. They were the only ones on before. So I was listening to them while I was getting ready. And one of the guys that was on the panel had said that he absolutely Laundrie and his parents reminds him of this account of this movie. So I figured, all right, let me check it out. Okay. Let me put an end to that, Chasing Justice. Benny Keys is not Nomadic Trek. I heard that yesterday and I had a laugh. Nomadic Trek account has been around for 5 years. 5 years it's been around. Since 2017. This guy is far more intelligent than Benny could ever be. So Benny's just a liar, trying to, make something, just trying to come up with something. Please don't believe Benny. He's a bigger liar than Chris. Nomadic Trek that Chris is taunting is not Benny. Benny is not even half as intelligent as Nomadic Trek is. I think it was a large channel, and supposedly the owner of that Twitter account isn't retired policeman or investigator. I spent a few pages of court documents and CM lied about everything so far. Karma, about the knife thing. That's the one thing I don't remember. Thought he said it was retired. He did say it was retired Elio. I just wasn't sure if you would. Oh no, I heard. And it's a lie. It's not Benny. Benny may have created another account But you have to understand, Benny Keys will do anything for attention. Doesn't matter what it is, he just wants attention. Who calls himself dog? I know, right? I'm just disgusted with Chris. Nomadic is just a philosophical yogi. I totally agree with that, Jen. It's supposed to philosophical, not nefarious. Benny is thirsty like I've never seen. See, Verika, I do like them, but I don't like the fact that if you want them to read a comment, it's $24.99. I have a problem with that. I mean, I try to be as personable as possible. I try to see everybody's chats. I try to interact with my audience as much as possible. And I don't expect money. In order for them to acknowledge your comments, it's $24.99. And guess what? They have 7,000 people in their lives. I'm obviously doing this wrong. I am. He's not better looking than me. He's not as cute as me. So how does a TV guy, I call him a TV guy because they mostly recommend TVs. They do like movie reviews. All of a sudden, this movie guy is doing true crime and his numbers are blowing the fuck up. What am I doing wrong here? So now, guys, if you want me to read your chat, it's $24.99 a question. I've subbed now to you and we'll unsub from Chris after the... Oh, Jen, it's crazy. Does Laura know what? About Xavier? Yeah, I broke it when I first started. You aren't exploiting it. That's how. Well, they don't exploit it either. Like yesterday. Popcorn Planet, someone mentioned Britney Spears, had... he had a lawyer at Britney's thing. And like, that's good. I can see you getting a lot of people for that, and getting a lot of super chats for that. Like you got a lawyer on site at Britney's, thing. That's awesome. But there's a thing right at the bottom that says, if you want me to stop the stream and read your chat, $24.99 and up. I'm like, holy shit. I'm doing this wrong. I'm totally doing this wrong. Oh, you'll just text me? Hey, now. I will ask my questions in DMs. I'm just saying, though, that I couldn't believe it. It's $24.99. And they have 7,000 people on there. Chris has never acknowledges anything. And he has 20,000 people. What the fuck? Oh, the algorithm definitely has something to do with it. See, now that's always why I like Chasing Truth, though. Because no matter, she could have 800 people in there. She still reads chat like I do. That's why I always liked her. We're very far and few between. $24.99 is how much it costs for them to, like if someone sends me a $5 super chat, even if I'm in the middle of talking, I'll stop and say it. I'll say thank you to that person. They charge $24.99 for them to stop talking. He's a millionaire? Is your Facebook under Perplexed? I have a Facebook under Perplexed, yeah. I also have a website under Perplexed. PurpleXedQT.com. Totally agree with you. I just watched him cover the Britney Spears campaign. I just think that they do a really good job, but they're not my go-to for communication. Popcorn Planet. But they're good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy listening to him. I just can't believe they charge $24.99. Jason even makes aliens sound interesting. No, seriously, it's one of the reasons I like her. She reads chat like I do. Hey, Flower Lady. But yeah, they had a lawyer. Popcorn Planet actually had a lawyer at the Britney thing. I guess there's Patreon and paying YouTube members, etc., closed groups on Facebook. Plus, these people have teams behind them to research and write and produce. Exactly. And they don't even do it themselves. I mean, I don't know what Popcorn Planet does. I think they do. Xavier has been found dead. Reagan, I know. I opened up my live with it. Samantha had hit me, had told me. I opened up my live, and then I got it over to Marissa. Xavier was found dead. But they're not, it hasn't been 100% confirmed that it's him yet. But they believe it's him. He was found in a cornfield in Iowa. Right outside of Montezuma. Right outside his home. So if you're getting here late and you're coming in late, Xavier Harrelson was found dead. Most likely him. Like I said, it's not 100% confirmed that it's him, but they believe it is him. And you know, usually when that's reported, it turns out to be the person. In Iowa, yeah. That's where he's from. Sam was lying about, he had to toot his own horn. And he's convinced, because he can't be wrong, but he's convinced that these 3 kids that won a $7 million lawsuit against them for them being wrong did not kill the sister. Did not kill Michael Crow's sister. So, hold on, Quinny. So, one of the things he said, welcome, Pappy Cats. One of the things he said was that, thank you, Tracy. One of the things he said was that he had, that all the doors in the house, all the windows were locked. Nobody could get in or out. That is a blatant lie, because the garage that led to the kitchen, or the kitchen led to the garage, whatever, knew that that door was open. It was a big thing. It was a big part of the case, that how could they leave this open? You know, why would you leave your doors open in the middle of the night? And Richard Tootie was looking for somebody. He was all over. He was opening up people's doors. He was trying to get in people's houses. Just Chris is a fucking liar. I'm sure it is him. I've never had a case where they say it's not them, where they say it's them and then it turns out not to be them. Usually when they say it's them, it usually is them, unfortunately. So sad. So sad. They lied to the police as they were interviewing them. Who lied to the police? Why kill a little girl? He thought that he was high and he was looking for this girl that he swore was this person. And he was a schizophrenic, diagnosed, and he was on a lot of methamphetamine. Exactly. You don't say Chris lied about stuff. Exactly. It's disgusting. So disappointed that he's going to tell a story and then lie. Yeah, exactly. Fly high, little man. You and Chris should do a show together to get this stuff straight. Gray, you know why he wouldn't? I'm not big enough for him. And I would question him on stuff, and I would make him look stupid. Like, why haven't you donated all these donations you're getting to all these cases that you claim, you know, are so great? You want to make such a difference. How come you're not putting any money towards it? How come you're not putting any money towards Summer Wells Fund? You know, let me say it like this. And I hate to say this, but I don't see, like, Dog isn't asking for super chat. Dog brought in his whole investigation team. His own search, his own canines, his own everything. Because he wants to find Brian. Whatever his reasons behind it are, those are his reasons. I don't give a fuck what his reasons are. But the bottom line is, Dog is not asking money for anybody and not taking money from anyone. Why can't, if Chris wants to be such a badass and put all this time and effort into Summer Wells, why come you not putting money behind it? Put your money where your mouth is, Chris. I just got no fucking respect for the man at all. Xavier Harrelson was found deceased. You're telling truth on Chris and stating facts. Chris is a liar, exploiting kids. Yeah, exactly. You want to talk about exploiting kids? Chris exploits. And Gray Wolf, I agree with you. But here's the difference. If he doesn't find him, then all that money's wasted. It'll only work out in Dog's defense if he finds him. If he doesn't find him, he's wasting all this money for no reason. And all this manpower for no reason. He's got his own team. That's not being paid for by somebody else. He's paying for that. You know, I certainly don't think anyone should give Don and, do you know how much his RV costs? Wow, Chris, I can only imagine. Yeah, but doesn't he live in it full time? I mean, he probably gets a pretty good pension. I got nothing to say about that. I wish I could live in an RV. No, I don't think A&E is paying. Because A&E dropped him. I believe it's all coming out of his own pocket, his own team. Don't quote me on that, though. But I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, he's putting it into his own pocket. Absolutely. Thank you, Christy. See, I call it out. You didn't have to send me $24.99. He's making a fortune off YouTube alone. I agree. As he's telling everybody else to donate to Summer Wells Fund, Chris, how much have you donated? That would be a big fat zero. I happen to like his wife. His wife's pretty accomplished. I respect his wife, I should say. Dog is not getting paid. He said he was doing it all to get justice for Gat. Yeah, I don't believe that either, though. Is there any further information? Do they think he was murdered? There's no information yet. I'm giving you guys information as fast as I'm getting it. Here's another thing I thought about when it comes to Brian Laundrie. I am going to try to contact the guy that I worked with in the FBI and see if he can give me an answer. I just haven't had time, and I probably won't have time today, but I'm going to send him an email tomorrow, and hopefully he'll get back to me with an answer. But here's my question. The medical examiner would have everything done, all right? The medical examiner would have... It's okay, Julie. Sage, go away. Hold on, my daughter's calling. Hang on. All right, I'm back. So, yeah, Dog is trying to start a new show. But, all right, hear me out here. So the medical examiner in Wyoming obviously has the information already. They know how she died. They know everything. They know this. Obviously, they're not releasing it, and that's fine. But they still know it. So why, if they believe or they have Brian's DNA and they know Brian did it, why aren't they putting an arrest out for murder? I don't understand that. I thought about this morning. They have the body, they have the evidence. If they know Brian did it, why is there not an arrest warrant out for murder? Are they scared that Brian's going to kill himself if they do that? That's what I was thinking, Richard. Is that an FBI tactic? But they don't do that in other cases. Hey, Anastasia, they certainly don't do that in other cases. If somebody's on the run, they put an arrest warrant out for him. They have to make so sure, cross every T and dot every I. But they do it in other cases. So, yes, Sarah, if you're coming in late, Xavier Harrelson was found in a cornfield right outside of Montezuma, which was where he lived. I don't have any other details. It's not 100% that it's Xavier, but it's like 99%. They believe it is. I guess from description, but he's been out a long time. So I guess that's why they have to make a positive identification. Yeah, they're going all out for bank fraud. A perp might be more inclined to think that they can fight fraud, a white collar versus murder, a now famous young woman that the public stands behind. They could be waiting on toxicology, it's possible. In other cases, they get them on an arrest warrant or some, but not actual murder for a while. I don't know. But they have done it in other cases. Like, people go on the run. No, Samantha Ricks told me. Samantha Ricks and Kathy. Kathy also lives out there. They have been my two main sources of information for Xavier. I'm surprised he's been on the run this long from the FBI too, Christy. It's shocking. Absolutely shocking. I've seen him withhold and wait to see if suspect hangs himself during interrogation. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. It's a tactic. You know, but I feel like they should at least let the public know that he's the #1 suspect. Then that would tell me, hey, he did it. But they're not even saying he's the #1 suspect. Maybe because only their DNA would be all over the band. Each other. I don't know. I mean, does he expect them to come home? Even if they catch him? Do they expect him to come back if he's caught and be like, hey, I did it? He's probably won't even admit it anyway. I wouldn't admit it. If I'm on the run this long, he's not going to admit it. I mean, if he did murder her, if he really is the one that murdered her, he knows they're going to find out. So it's not like they're really holding anything back. I mean, they're going to know that it was him. Do we know if she was exposed or partially buried? Allegedly, she was exposed. Allegedly, a helicopter saw her. Like she was right out in the open. Which is why I said yesterday that I think maybe he dragged her. It's kind of embarrassing the FBI has been able to find him. I agree. Maybe it's the only suspect they have. I don't know. It's a little suspicious. This other guy was found 45 miles away from her. That's a little suspect to me. Hey, Mark. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure that it was her, whatchamacallit, it was her that she was open and the helicopter found her. No, the other two women were in Utah, Moab, Utah. I don't believe it. They were in Teton. But they had multiple gunshot wounds. Oh, battery. They had multiple gunshot wounds. It is very suspect. That's nothing new. Look at the murders that were never caught until 40, 45 years later. And I get that. But I don't know. I mean, look at John Walsh. Everyone talks about John Walsh. Look at John Walsh. This one's wanted for murder. FBI. FBI's most wanted. Wanted for murder. Wanted for murder. Wanted for murder. And they're on the run. So why aren't they doing that with Brian? I mean, John Walsh comes to mind when I think of that. If you look at any local area, any local, like Crime Stoppers, so-and-so wanted for murder on the run. Wanted for murdered vehicular manslaughter on the run. Double homicide on the run. Killed 5 people on the run. So why not him? I don't remember if they were sexually violated. I know they had multiple gunshots. I believe they were naked from the waist down, maybe. But no, I don't think Brian's a serial killer. I never thought he was a serial killer. I'm confused of why they keep focusing on the swamp. They say they have reason to go there. I don't know why either. But that's what I'm saying. He is only a person of interest. I just can't figure out why he's only a person of interest. Did you see where Don made a post on Facebook asking Dog Bounty to help find Summer well? No, I did not see that. Interesting, though. Very interesting that he would want Dog to help him find Summer. They need to gather evidence. It's a one shot only. No, I understand that. That is interesting. Because that's another thing Chris did, which I didn't like. Chris acted like he was trying to help find Summer, and then he made it all about Don and his past. And he automatically had Don and Candace guilty. We don't know if they're guilty. According to the neighbor, they're not guilty. Yeah, we still have double jeopardy. Well, you can't do double jeopardy. I think they say person of interest. No, Sarah, I get why they're doing it. I'm saying, then how come there's so many other cases that they don't do that? You know what I mean? So many other cases that it's not like that. I think Brian is sick, though. Some people can read this type of material and not be twisted, while someone else might be. What do you mean? The books he wrote? Nah. Don wants the fame of being supported by Dog. Zero, maybe he really didn't know what happened to his daughter. Now, I haven't followed the case that well. So if I'm wrong on something, let me know. I'm not going to claim to know that case well. But the way I understand it, from the little bit that I did see, the neighbor said that a red truck pulled up. Summer was screaming. Nobody heard. Don wasn't there. And Candace was gone for like an hour and a half. And nobody knows where she seemed to have gone to. Or why she didn't hear her daughter screaming. But if you want to believe the neighbor, Don and Candace are innocent. And they didn't have anything to do with it. Nellie, I've already said it 3 times. You're going to have to rewind. I'm not saying did anything. Somehow whoever's behavior is off kilter. I'm not saying it's not. But there could be a different reason. Definitely negligent. I think Candace was off doing something. I don't know what. But I think Don's weirdness, like just his weirdness, might have to do with covering for Candace for something. Yeah, the FBI won't release what they know. I agree. We're not going to get discovery like we did with Chris Watts. There's an interview with... I want to interview the dad. He hasn't gotten back to me. I want to interview Kaylin's dad. So why is the Scream info only just been reported? Well, what I was told, Lisa, is that the neighbor was in a domestic violence relationship. And because I asked the exact same thing. The neighbor was in a domestic violence relationship that was dangerous. When she was finally at a safe place is when she went public. When she was no longer in fear of the guy, her ex-husband or whoever it is. That's what I was recently told. That call to his stepsister was absolutely weird as fuck, considering his daughter is missing. Yeah, I really do. I think the weirdness comes from the fact that he's covering something for Candace, if you believe the neighbor. Elle, I covered that too. I was supposed to interview the dog. That wasn't today. They found him on Tuesday. They found Jacob and Isabella on Tuesday. Okay, a farmer. I got an update on Xavier. A farmer was mowing a waterway on his property, not in a cornfield. Okay. So a farmer was mowing a waterway on his property. I think what's suspicious with the wells to some people's base differences in upbringing cultures. I agree with that. Socioeconomical. All right, Phoenix is back. Phoenix is here. So I'm going to shut down because now we got to get ready for football. Yay. I got to get him home and cook dinner before we go spend time at the stadium. Yay. Fun, fun. Can't stand football, but I got to be a good football mom. I'm even wearing white and black, like I was told from the coach. So, no, he's not walking. He's got a scooter. So as soon as I find anything else out, I'm going to call Samantha now. As soon as I find anything else out, I will let you guys know. And who knows, I'll probably record some of Dayton later playing at the big stadium. All right, exactly. Fly high, Xavier. And I'll update you guys as soon as I know something. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Why'd you say fly high?